Miami prices are changing right now, and if you're thinking about moving here in 2026, choosing the wrong area could cost you a lot of money. The problem is, Miami is not just one city, every area feels completely different. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 5 best places to move near Miami depending on your lifestyle, your budget, and your goals. And at the end, I'll tell you the one area I personally like the most.
Let's start with the first one. Miami Beach is one of the most iconic places to live in all of South Florida. It's not just about the beach. It's about a lifestyle built around energy, outdoor living, and convenience.
Miami Beach is one of the most iconic places to live in all of South Florida. It's not just about the beach. It's about a lifestyle built around energy, outdoor living, and convenience. From the moment you step outside, everything feels alive. You have people walking, biking, working out, sitting at cafes, and enjoying the weather almost year-round. It's a very walkable and social environment, especially compared to other areas in Miami. One of the biggest advantages of living in Miami Beach is the food scene. You'll find high-end restaurants with ocean views, casual brunch spots and cafes, international cuisine, Italian, Cuban, Japanese, Mediterranean, trendy places along Ocean Drive and Lincoln Road. You don't have to drive far. A lot of the best restaurants are within walking distance, which is a huge lifestyle upgrade.
If you want a family-friendly area with newer communities, the next city is for you.
If you want a family-friendly area with newer communities, shopping, and strong school options, Doral is one of the best choices in 2026. It's one of the best places to live in Florida according to Niche, and it's especially attractive for families and professionals who want convenience and a modern suburban feel. Doral is a suburb of Miami with a population of 79,216 and is one of the best places to live in Florida. Living in Doral offers residents an urban-suburban mixed feel, and most residents rent their homes. In Doral, there are a lot of restaurants and parks. Many families and young professionals live in Doral, and residents tend to be conservative. The public schools in Doral are highly rated.
Now the next city is Kendall. What is good about Kendall is that it is close to everything. I am talking about 25 minutes to the Miami airport, many restaurants, and places where you can go and play golf, if you like golf. And one of the things that I like about Kendall is that it is about an hour and a half from Key West. Is Kendall, Miami, a nice area? Kendall is in Miami-Dade County and is one of the best places to live in Florida. Living in Kendall offers residents an urban-suburban mixed feel, and most residents own their homes. In Kendall, there are a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, and parks.
If your priority is getting more space and better value, Kendall deserves a serious look. Kendall is one of the best places to live in Florida and offers more of that suburban mix a lot of buyers want. You still get restaurants, parks, and access to major roads, but usually with more room than the urban core. The prices of the houses in Kendall can start from the $300,000 to $900,000.
For the past 15 years, I've helped families successfully relocate to South Florida. Hi, my name is Eric. If you're considering making a move, feel free to call or text me. I'll guide you through every step of the process and make your transition as smooth as possible. Now, if you like South Florida but want to compare Miami with another strong option, Fort Lauderdale should be on your list. It ranks very well for young professionals in Broward, and a lot of people like its downtown, Flagler Village, and waterfront lifestyle. Broward pricing also tends to come in lower than Miami-Dade overall, which is one reason some buyers end up choosing this side of the market.
If you're considering buying a home in Fort Lauderdale, you're looking at one of the most well-rounded and desirable markets in South Florida, especially for buyers who want both lifestyle and long-term value. Fort Lauderdale offers something that's hard to find, a true balance between luxury, convenience, and livability. You get the South Florida lifestyle, beautiful beaches, year-round warm weather, and that outdoor active vibe, but in a city that feels more relaxed and less congested than Miami. One of the biggest advantages here is the waterfront lifestyle. Fort Lauderdale is known as the Venice of America, with miles of canals and waterways. That means many homes offer direct water access, which is a huge plus if you enjoy boating or simply want that premium waterfront living experience. Properties near the water also tend to hold strong value over time. Location-wise, you're in a very strategic spot. You're minutes from Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, close to major highways, and about 30 to 40 minutes from Miami. So whether you travel often, commute, or just want access to everything South Florida offers, it's extremely convenient. From an investment perspective, Fort Lauderdale continues to see strong demand. You have a mix of primary home buyers, relocations, and investors. With ongoing development, tourism, and population growth, the market has solid appreciation potential and rental opportunities, especially in desirable neighborhoods. Another key point is lifestyle. You have great restaurants, nightlife, marinas, parks, and walkable areas like Las Olas Boulevard. At the same time, there are many quiet, family-friendly neighborhoods with good schools and a strong sense of community, so it works whether you're single, a couple, or raising a family. And compared to some parts of Miami, you often get more value for your money, whether that's more space, better neighborhoods, or proximity to the water. So when you look at it overall, lifestyle, location, investment potential, and quality of living, Fort Lauderdale is not just a great place to live, it's a very smart place to buy. The next city is Miramar. It's perfectly located midway between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. If you want to go to the airport, it's about 20 to 25 minutes away, depending on traffic. If you want to go to Miami Airport, it again depends on traffic. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. But it's located right in the middle of everything and is a very urban city where the houses are much larger than in Miami. Miramar is one of those areas that really stands out, especially when you compare it to Miami. In many cases, you're getting more home for your money here, which is a big reason why a lot of buyers are starting to look in this area. Now, one thing I always explain to my clients is that Miramar is basically split into two main areas, Miramar West and Miramar East, and they're very different. Miramar West is where you'll find most of the newer homes. These properties were generally built around 2001 and newer, so you're getting more modern layouts, newer roofs, updated kitchens, and overall a more move-in ready feel. Prices here typically start around $350,000 and can go up to $1 million plus depending on the community. On the other side, you have Miramar East, which has homes mostly built around the 1970s. These are older properties, but they often come with bigger lots, more established neighborhoods, and a lower price point, usually between $300,000 and $600,000. One big advantage here is that many of these homes don't have an HOA, which is something a lot of buyers specifically look for. Let's talk about HOA. This is important. A lot of the newer communities, especially in Miramar West, have a homeowner association, so you'll want to understand how that affects you. Here's the good side. The neighborhood usually looks very well maintained. You may get access to amenities like pools, gated entry, or clubhouses. It helps protect your property value because everyone has to follow certain standards, but there are also some downsides. You'll have a monthly HOA fee, which adds to your payment. There can be rules and restrictions, for example, parking, renting, or making changes to your home. Some associations require approval for certain things, which can slow you down. Occasionally, there can be special assessments if the community needs major repairs. So, what's better? It really comes down to your lifestyle. If you want something newer, more modern, and don't mind HOA rules, Miramar West might be a great fit. If you prefer more flexibility, lower costs, and no HOA or minimal restrictions, then Miramar East could be the better option. So, what's better? It really comes down to your lifestyle. If you want something newer, more modern, and don't mind HOA rules, Miramar West might be a great fit. If you prefer more flexibility, lower costs, and no HOA or minimal restrictions, then Miramar East could be the better option. My advice? Don't just look at the price. Look at how you actually want to live day to day. That's what really makes the difference.
If you ask me where I would personally choose to live in Miami, it would be Coconut Grove, and it's not even a hard decision. If I had to sum it up, Coconut Grove gives you a true Miami lifestyle. Water, outdoors, walkability, a calmer, more residential atmosphere, strong long-term appeal as a place to live and invest. That's why if I were choosing a place to live in Miami, Coconut Grove would be at the top of my list.
If you ask me where I would personally choose to live in Miami, it would be Coconut Grove, and it's not even a hard decision. Coconut Grove has a completely different feel compared to the rest of Miami. The first thing you notice is how peaceful and green it is. You don't get that same level of tree canopy and shade in places like Brickell or downtown. Here you actually feel like you can slow down a bit, breathe, and enjoy where you live. What really stands out to me is the lifestyle. This is a place where you can walk to a coffee shop in the morning, spend time by the water in the afternoon, and have dinner outdoors at night, all without needing to drive everywhere. The marina, the parks, and the bay views give it that relaxed coastal vibe that people move to Miami for in the first place. Now, from a real estate perspective, you're going to find a mix of luxury homes, modern condos, and some unique older properties with a lot of charm. Yes, prices are higher compared to other areas, but in my opinion, you're paying for location, lifestyle, and long-term value.